I'm a big YouTuber.
I literally cover court cases for a living.
I'm trying to give you my ID.
I cover the court cases for a living.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Welcome to Crown TV. I am the Crown Prince. Shout out to the Royal Fam, man. We done leveled up. We putting the petty things away. Hashtag Royal Fam in the comments if you hear me. If you want to donate to the channel and help us grow, you could do that through the Super Chat or the Cash App. Let's get it. Yeah, what's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to Crown TV for another quick hit. I am the Crown Prince. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. We are on day 7. Day 7 of this AR ab trial, believe it or not, and we are starting today with what is believed to be and what appears to be the only witness that the defense is going to call in this case. I don't think that's particularly strange in a case like this. I think the point of the prosecution is just to cast doubt on every witness and everything that the prosecution puts up. How they have fared up until this point remains to be seen, but we will definitely see that in the upcoming days. Now, this witness goes under the title of a narcotics expert. He is a paid narcotics expert, paid by the defense, and he boasts about being involved in over 700 cases like this one here. Now, the strategy by the defense with this witness was obviously to cast doubt on all of the slang and the language that was used and all of these text messages that were recovered by the feds. They focused on words like zip, ice, shatter, and glass, and they used Jamal Blanding's lawyer and Jamil Hickson's lawyer to tie all of these words to marijuana and not the drugs in this indictment, which was important in the point of him being there. I mentioned Jamal Blanding and Jamil Hickson's lawyer only because AR Ab's lawyer has not been seen questioning or cross-examining anybody in this case. That seems a bit strange, but this could be some strategy that was worked out between these lawyers. Maybe they are working as a team. Maybe he is a closing argument lawyer or something like that. That also remains to be seen. Now, the prosecution strategy with this witness was strictly to destroy this witness. They pointed out that he is not a member of law enforcement, that he does not have any credentials worthwhile to speak of, and they basically painted him as just some guy who is walking around calling himself an expert. They also pointed out that out of the 700 cases that he boasts about, he has never worked for the prosecution, and basically that every one of these jobs was a paid gig, meaning that he was paid to show up and say whatever the defense wanted him to say. They also attacked him on his slang expertise, particularly with the word ice, basically asking him, sir, are you trying to say that ice is not crystal meth, like the same crystal meth that these guys are charged with? And in his defense, the only thing that he could do in a situation like that is tell the truth. He was forced to agree with the prosecution. I don't really understand this strategy, and I could tell you that the person in the courtroom who has every reason to be blindly rooting for AR Ab wasn't really impressed and didn't think that this strategy or this witness was effective. I myself, in hindsight, am kind of questioning whether or not these lawyers were effective in this case. But like I said, that remains to be seen. We definitely gonna find out in a couple days. Now, the prosecution's closing arguments started today. I told y'all this thing is coming to a close, and the prosecution started by saying that AR Ab's social media presence and his internet shenanigans and him talking in these interviews is not the thing that got the feds' attention. According to the prosecution, the thing that got the feds' attention was the violence that was going on around AR Ab, And the very next thing they brought up was, of course, Dontez Stewart. They told the jury that Dantez Stewart was a drug-dealing murderer and that they should not like him. However, that he was not the big fish and that he served his purpose in this case by helping them get the big fish, who was actually A.R. Ab. They then went on to take every measure to paint A.R. Ab as that big fish. They started by belittling and little manning everybody around A.R. Ab. They talked about Amir Boyer, who is A.R. Ab's little brother. They talked about how he sent Amir Boyer into the mansion the day after it was raided to retrieve things that they thought the feds had missed. He talks about Richard Hoover and these trips that allegedly Ab sent him on, all the way from Philly to California, basically living in his car. And he talked about how they did not help Richard Hoover carry this luggage and these packages and things that he bought back from California that were believed to have drugs inside. He called the task that A.R. Ab allegedly sent them on comical, basically saying that he was sending these people on dummy missions. They also brought up that after the raid, A.R. Ab was caught on text messages, alerting everybody, giving directions, telling everybody to lay low, that the feds were watching, etc. They also have the text, the actual text from A.R. Ab to Dantez Stewart that reads, and I quote, "Take his head." Now, you may notice as a lyric from A.R. Ab's song, apparently it is also a text, and that was brought out in this closing argument. I'm not making this up. Some other notable things that happened in this closing argument is that the plug's name, the alleged plug's name in Cali, was brought up. He was mentioned by name, and also the link between OBH and this alleged plug in California was mentioned by name. I'm not going to mention their names here. If you want their names for whatever reason, when the transcripts become available, I guess those names will become available to you too. These people are free, and I want to be responsible. Now, the big thing to me that was brought up during this closing argument is that Dantez Stewart was apparently a informant while he was free. I don't even think that the people who I've been talking to, who are very close to this thing, know that. They haven't given me any inkling that they know that. There were some dates given. I am going to go look at those dates and compare them and contrast them with what I have and look this thing over, and I'm probably going to do something on this later. But apparently on these dates, the feds are actually the ones that was sending Dantez Stewart to allegedly get drugs from A.R. Ab. This is news to me. I'm sure it's news to a lot of people. Dantez Stewart was apparently a informant while he was free. I think I said something or alluded to that people were thinking that the other day. Well, that came out in this closing argument today. There's going to be a full write-up on the crownprince.com and also on the Wix site about all the information that we have gathered as far as Hans Gadsden and this post-arrest statement. I have gathered everything that I could find, and I'm going to do a write-up and put that on both sites. Also, there is another video coming today on Dantez Stewart that I don't think y'all want to miss. So if you are not following me on Instagram, please go do so either on crown_TV or at The Real Prince, either or. The links for all of this stuff that we doing now is in the description on the Instagram. So please go add me over there if you have not already. Let me know what y'all think about day 7 in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Crown Prince. Peace. Join the Crown TV community on the Band app and get instant access to the Crown TV calendar, daily news updates, all documents and court paperwork as it is released. This means you will get it here first. New video and live stream alerts and more. And that is all for free on the Band app.
On a Friday night at 9 o'clock, hundreds of kids who don't have to be here. You'd think this would be the last place they'd want to be. But here in Newark, they're in here because of what's out there.
Anything that keeps me off the street, I'll do. Like, besides doing anything wrong, like selling drugs and all that stuff. I'm not into that.
If I come here, I will see, like, friendly faces.
Gun violence, like, out there, they fighting, being shot.
Inside the walls of West Side High, every Friday night until 11 p.m., it's a space free of fear. Within these walls, kids can shoot pool, play video games, hit the hardwood, practice cheers, or even lay down track in a recording studio. Within these walls, they can laugh. It's called the Lights On program, now in its 4th year, and it's open to everyone. Nadia Camacho graduated in 2008.
If it was around back then, I think that we wouldn't have lost so many of my classmates. Like, if we have a class reunion now, a lot of my classmates wouldn't be there.
I haven't lost any more kids to gun violence since we started doing the school year.
Principal Akbar Cook says you can't ignore the results. If you remember him, that's because last summer, Eyewitness News told you about a free laundry room he installed in school. Students bullied because of dirty clothes, resulting in chronic absenteeism. Principal Cook says there's been a 10% increase in daily attendance since.
I was finding out just from being a principal that the kids don't eat during the weekends.
They also serve hot meals to kids on Friday nights. During the summer, they do this 3 nights a week. It's all made possible by donations from the community and alumni. It's kind of amazing what a school can become when people care about kids who just want a chance.